Hello, good afternoon everyone. We're going to start our program. My name is Council Member Abdi Warsame and I represent the 6th Ward. And today is my privilege and honor to introduce and welcome everyone and do the welcoming remarks for the Samatar Crossing grand opening. Samatar Crossing, which is this beautiful connection between downtown Minneapolis and Cedar-Riverside, is named in the honor of the late, great Hussein Samatar. Hussein Samatar was an individual who meant a lot to the East African community, to the immigrant community, and to the community of Minneapolis. He was the first elected official from the Somali community in the United States, and he was a pioneer, the founder of the African Development Center, a father, a community leader, and a mentor and an inspiration to many of us, including myself. This crossing is a testament to who Hussein was. Hussein worked all his life to connect people and to bridge communities. And the fact that today we are connecting Cedar-Riverside and the downtown Minneapolis is a testament to his work. I want to acknowledge the fact that we have a number of elected officials and community leaders here today. We have Mayor Jacob Frey, who's going to speak after me. We also have County Commissioner Peter McLaughlin. We have council members, both Council Member Kevin Reich, who's head of the Transportation and Public Works, but also first-term council member Steve Fletcher, who also represents the other side, or not the great side, Cedar-Riverside, but the other side. He's also here, and we welcome. And we also have County Commissioner Peter McLaughlin is here. We have School Board Director Siad Ali here. We also have a community leader who's just won her first election. Hodan Hassan is also here, and I would also like to acknowledge her. We also have Ubah Jama, who is the widow of Hussein Samatar, and I saw some of his children here, Hanad and Haroon, as well as I think Habon is here as well. And I would like to welcome Mayor Jacob Frey to the podium to add a few words to. So, Mayor.
Thank you, Council Member Warsame, fellow council members, county commissioners, school board directors, Ubah Jama. We are so proud to have you here today. This is a beautiful day, and you know it's been over 4 years in the making. I remember before I even took office, Mayor R.T. Rybeck, as his last move before leaving as mayor, said that 1, we needed to honor Hussein Samatar, but 2, we needed to honor his legacy. And his legacy in every way, shape, and form was bridge building. He did it figuratively. Now this is doing it literally. This is connecting the Cedar-Riverside neighborhood to downtown. This is saying to our Somali population, to our new American population, yes, you are part of this city, you matter, and we want you here. You know, Hussein Samatar was known for taking on tough projects, known for standing up for the community that he represented. And this project wasn't easy. This was a tough one. To transfer something that was previously an on-off-ramp for motor vehicles and producing it into a community-minded and urban paradise, it ain't easy. I want to give also a huge thank you to the community groups that had a very large part in this, and to our public works department and everybody associated with this. Was not an easy project. I'll tell you something else that wasn't easy. Making the move to say that it wouldn't be for cars. This is not for automobiles. This is a community-centric and people-centered project where you walk by foot. On one side, you can walk by bicycle, or I guess now some of those scooters. But this is a community-centered project, and I think the end result is emblematic of that in every way. So soon there's going to be some additional landscaping and public art, creating a really special place that I hope people will not just travel along, but linger on. You know, good community-minded design causes you to linger a little bit, get lost, lose track of time, and stumble home a little bit later than you would otherwise. And I believe that ultimately that's what this project will bring. And so I look forward to biking and strolling along Samatar Crossing with all of you. Ubah, again, congratulations. We're so proud of you and this legacy for Hussein. Thank you all for being here to celebrate with us. This is a really glorious day.
Thank you, Mayor Frey. We also have, I want to acknowledge, Park Board Superintendent Mary Millen is here as well, and some of the Park Board staff. And I want to reiterate Council Mayor Jacob Frey's comment regarding the great work that our public works staff have done to realize this concept that we had with regards to Samatar Crossing. Now I want to call up Ubah Jama, Samatar's widow, to speak on behalf of the family, but as well as the community. So, Ubah.
Hello, everybody. Maalin wanaagsan. Good afternoon. This is a truly honor for me, my family, to see Minnesota landmark named after Hussein Samatar. Hussein always used to say, we are Somali Americans and we are here to stay. It's amazing, it's exactly by Sunday, on Sunday, it's 5 years. My beloved husband died. We missed him every moment in our life. Although we grieve and miss him dearly, yet we are thankful for memories and legacy that he has left behind. His positive energy, dedications, and sense of helping others were remarkable. Hussein loved this community. He was passionate about uplifting people and connecting communities. Now, children, individuals, and seniors will be able to bike, walk in a secure, beautiful path that is safe. Also, this bridge will connect two communities that are usually separated due to the highway. I want to thank City Minneapolis and especially former Mayor Arthur Rayback, Council Member Abdi Warsame, and our Mayor Jacob Frey for making this legacy reality. We have been blessed a wonderful community and leaders. I believe this space will bring people together and inspire us to keep connecting with one another. Last but not least, I want to thank God for giving me the strength for standing right in front of you. I also want to thank my children and my family who are standing right behind me. I just want to summarize a little bit in Somali language. Waxaan idinku mahadcelinayaa waqtigiina qaaliga ah oo aad u hurteen inaad sharaftaan walaalkeen Hussein Samatar. Fadlan waxaan idinka codsanayaa inaad sharaftiina iyo magaca Soomaalinimo dhowrtaan. Markaas ayaa idinkana nila xushmaynayaa. Waxaa hore loo yiri gacmo wada jir ayay wax ku gooyaan. Alxamdulillah, waad mahadsantihiin. Thank you very much. Peace.
Thank you very much, Ubah, for those wonderful comments. And I want to welcome a friend of mine and a colleague on the Minneapolis City Council, somebody I have grown to respect over the last couple of months. Councilmember Steve Fletcher, who represents the 3rd Ward, who will be part of this connection. So, welcome, Steve.
And thank you, Councilmember Warsame, for your leadership on this. It's kind of amazing. Our wards border each other, but that border until today has felt very wide. It's felt, we haven't felt like neighbors. And now I'm thinking about this, and I only live a few blocks away, but walking down to Cedar-Riverside, when you had to walk on Washington Avenue, cross the freeway, down Cedar, in some very pedestrian unfriendly streets, it felt like a whole different place. And now this is a very easy walk, and I'm very excited about that. And I'm very excited to look out at a crowd that includes people from Ward 3 and people from Ward 6, and see us coming together and see the potential for everybody to enjoy the amenities of both neighborhoods. For me to be able to walk here and enjoy everything that Cedar-Riverside has to offer, and for all of you to be able to come and enjoy the Commons and Gold Medal Park and have access to all the amenities that we've built in downtown is a spectacular opportunity. I was very lucky to have the opportunity to work with Hussein Samatar when he was on the school board. And I remember how important his historic election was and how much it did to make people feel more connected to their school board government. And that sense of connection is really what's represented here. And what I loved about working with him, and I think symbolically what was so important, is that he was so important to the Somali community and also to everybody else. He was such a good listener. And when we came to him about North High School and about issues that had no direct impact on Cedar-Riverside, but that were citywide issues, he was a terrific listener and a terrific partner to work with. And so he was both important to the Somali community and from the Somali community and for all of us. And that's what this crossing is. It's critical to the Somali community, and it is a testament and an honor to the Somali community that we love having in our city, and that's an important part of our city, and it's for all of us. And we're gonna use it together, and I'm thrilled that we're coming together and that the border between our wards just got a lot narrower. So congratulations to Public Works and to Mayor Frey and to everybody who's worked so hard to make this happen. Enjoy the crossings.
I'll also thank you very much, Steve, for those wonderful comments. I'll also like to acknowledge Council President Lisa Bender is here. I heard she was here. Lisa, where are you? Yes, Lisa's right there. Thank you for coming. We also want to acknowledge the city staff for all the great work that they did. We have the Public Works Director, Robin Hutcheson, who worked on this project and helped realize it. And I would like to welcome her up to make a few comments.
Thank you, Councilmember Warsame. I'm going to tell two quick stories and then tell you a little bit about what it takes to build a project like this. I'm Robin Hutcheson. I'm the Director of Public Works, and I am joined by so many Public Works staff today, and thanks to everyone for being here. The first story is that I think it was my second week of work. I had just met former Mayor R.T. Ryback in a meeting, and he pulled me out of the meeting to say, hey, what's your name again? I hear you're the new Public Works Director. What are you doing about Samatar and there can't be any cars on it? So that was one of my introductions to the city of Minneapolis. I had a much better introduction to the city of Minneapolis when I was hosted by Councilmember Warsame on a field tour of his ward. And the first place he took me was this neighborhood, Cedar-Riverside. And we lingered here and we looked at the Opportunity Center, we walked through the neighborhood, and I observed the kind of neighborhood that it was. And it's a neighborhood of walkers, and it's a neighborhood of people who want to be near each other. It's a community. It's very, very obvious when you're in it and when you see it. And so having been just introduced to the Samatar project, I took note and came back and looked at our designs and our plans and knew that we had been working on really the right solution, not just to make the connection, but to preserve the special pieces of this neighborhood in Cedar-Riverside by not introducing more traffic and more cars. So it's twofold. That vision only becomes reality through really hard work by a lot of great professionals who are here today. Our work is supported first and foremost by our elected officials, and I would like to recognize Chair Reich, the chair of the Transportation and Public Works Committee, who I cannot see, for helping us in Public Works do our work every day, and to the leadership of the City Council and of the Mayor, because you push us to do projects like this, and you push us to do better in our work, so thank you. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the time talking about this amazing staff that we have in Public Works. This project was built entirely with city forces, no contractors. Everything you see here was done by someone who's standing here or someone else who maybe couldn't make it. This was a project that involved 4 different divisions coming together to get the work done, from planning. So planning, raise your hands back there. Thank you. Planning then passes it off to transportation design. They designed this thing, they put it down on paper. Also, traffic's got to get involved. This beautiful lighting that's in here, that's their job. And then finally, construction happens within transportation maintenance and repair. We can take projects like this on. We had, I don't know, over 1,000 trucks of dirt that we hauled in here to make sure that we can make a smooth connection to street side and to light rail. And then sometimes it's staff that you don't see. So Newt Wynn is here. He guided us on a walk, showing us some of the work. He's an inspector. He's out here every single day making sure what we build is working. So our city forces are truly amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who worked on this project. I am so proud to be on your team. Thank you. And lastly, to all the community members that are here, we built this for you. I mean, this is designed for you. It's in context with what you want, the way you live, where you want to connect, how you want to travel. And I think that you're going to enjoy this every day, and we will too. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Robin Hutcheson. I want to also acknowledge Hussein's work outside of being an elected official. Hussein was also the founder and the director of the African Development Center, or ADC. And we have a number of ADC staff here, and we also have the ADC director, Nasibu Sareva, here. And I wanted to give a shout out to Nasibu and all his staff. Thank you for coming. And thank you for all the community members who showed up today. This means a lot to us. This means a lot to the legacy of Hussein, but it also means a lot to the immigrant population that live in Cedar-Riverside. And we took into account what the community here wanted. The community here did not want more cars and more vehicles that would directly impact the only green space that they have in Curry Park. They wanted to connect to downtown, but to connect to downtown on their own terms. And they said loud and clear, we want no more traffic here. And we want more bicycle traffic. We want more pedestrian traffic. And I think this shows the impact that the community have, the voice that they have, and the power that they have, that they drove this project to become what it is today. So thank you very much to the community. Thank you for everybody who came. And I think now we have the ribbon cutting. So thank you.